with my series on polynomials, and this is multiplying monomials with monomials and binomials. And you already know quite a bit about this. What you need to realize is we're really just talking about exponents, and we're still talking a lot about the distributive property. All right, so if you keep those two things in mind, you're going to be in really good shape. Now, I know, and to some degree, I'm going to put down slash, we're also talking about area. So, to some degree, you already know quite a bit about this. So if you have x times x, you know that's x squared, because it's really x to the first times x to the first. You also know that if you have x squared times x cubed, you should know that that's really, here's my x squared, here's my x cubed, which means that you really have x to the fifth. So just to recap, when you're multiplying numbers with the same base and they have exponents, you just add the exponents. And the reason why is because you have x squared here, and you have the x cubed here, and when you count them all up, you're multiplying x by itself 5 times. All right, so what did we just do? Really, I just multiplied a monomial with a monomial. And to illustrate this a little bit differently, check this out. If I had a square, and the side was x, and this side was x, the area is length times width, or x times x, which is x squared. Well, let's say I had a square, which is not a square, it's actually a rectangle. Let's say I have a rectangle, and let's say this side was x, and this side was x plus 4. Well, before I showed you that you can actually section these off, and you can say, what's x times x? It's x squared. What's x times 4? It's 4x. So, the area, which is really my length times width, so which was, I'm going to call my length x, which I know isn't popular with the kids these days, is really x squared plus 4x. And that's all there is to it. You could do, here we go, let's say that this was x, and this is x minus 5. Well, now my picture looks a little bit differently, and it's going to be a little bit harder to draw, but I could still just say length times width. Now I can say my length is x, and my width is x minus 5, and once again, I'm just distributing. X times x is x squared, x times a negative 5 is a negative 5x, and that's all it is. And so, you can see I'm just continually using the distributive property. I'm just expanding on what I already know about multiplying monomials and monomials. And that's really all there is to it. There is, let's see how long this video is so far. It's only 3 minutes and 50 seconds. So I'm going to do one last thing. And we all know that's not true. I'm actually going to do two more things. Let's say I have a rectangle. This one is x plus 6. And then I'm going to have a, I have an idea. Then I'm going to have a square. You know why everything's messing up? It's because I'm not using a different color. I bet that's it. Let's use a different color. Let's use a blue. So I have a square. Use your imagination, and that's 2x. So the area of my square is going to be 2x times 2x, and 2 times 2 is 4, x times x is x squared, so I have 4x squared. And let's see, the area of my rectangle is going to be x times x plus 6 which we already know is going to be x squared plus 6x. Alright, now let's say I want to find the sum of the areas of the rectangle and the square. That's not the same color. So let's say area equals, it's going to be x times x plus 6. Whoa. X times x plus 6 plus 2x times 2x. So our area is going to be x squared plus 6x plus 4x squared. And now I'm going to get area equals, well, 4x squared plus 1x squared is 5x squared. And I still have my 6x remaining. And it's still unit squared, right? Square units. Don't worry about the unit squared. I'm going to erase that. No, I'm not. Units squared. All right. So that's the sum. And if I wanted to find the difference, I'm going to assume, and this is a bit of a bad assumption, but I'm going to assume that my rectangle is bigger. I'm sorry, my square is bigger than my rectangle. Not from that picture, it's not. So let's see what would happen. We'd have area equals 4x squared minus x squared plus 6x. Now this is where I want you to be careful. Take a look. It's my rectangle here, so I'm subtracting the entire amount. So area is equal to 4x squared minus x squared, and I'm going to show you that I'm taking away that x squared by making it minus x squared, but I'm also taking away this 6x, so it has to be minus 6x. And now I get area equals 4x squared minus x squared gives me 3x squared, but I also had to remember to take away that 6x. That's why that is a negative 6x squared. And it's unit squared. And that's it. I'm going to end this video here. I know I went a little bit long, but I think it's all good stuff. Thank you.